Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your monthly tarot forecast. Before I get started with the reading, I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you so very much. Thank you to all of my supporters, everybody who likes, shares, and comments under my videos. You guys are very much appreciated and truly, honestly, a blessing. So thank you so very much for your support. If you are interested in receiving a daily oracle guidance message, I do actually draw and upload every single day to my Instagram page. So if you're interested in receiving a daily oracle guidance message, please go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'm also now on Facebook as well. If you are interested in receiving a private reading, I do actually have my website linked below in the description bar. And lastly, be sure to not only watch your sun sign, but your moon sign and your rising sign as well, just to get the most insight into these general tarot forecast. So thank you all again, and I hope you all have a great month. Hi Scorpio, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your May 2016 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising signs. And for this monthly tarot forecast, I am using the Celtic Cross spread. This is the spread that I do use for my monthly forecast. And I am actually using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck by Jennifer Galasso. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, Scorpio, I do have the Eight of Swords. So the bottom of the deck, this is what I am using for my overall energy for the month. The Eight of Swords can represent you being in your mind just a little bit too much. This is that mental energy, and you might be focused on the negative too much, Scorpio. Now, with you watching this, for many of you, you can absolutely eliminate this energy. You can totally, change this energy. You can remain positive. You can, kind of try to stay out of your mind. The Eight of Swords can also represent confusion. So for some Scorpios watching this is a general forecast. Some of you are simply experiencing confusion surrounding maybe a certain situation. Now, coming up at the center, this is the current energy that's with you right now. I have the Five of Cups. Now, I am filming this at the end of April. So for some of you, this is an energy that you're feeling right now. The Five of Cups can be just some hurt feelings, feeling down, feeling sad, having regrets, experiencing some sadness. You can see here, though, that there's 3 cups in the water that have spilled, and she's very focused on that. She's down, and there's 2 cups behind her that are still full. So this can very much is an energy that will show up when we are very much focused on the negative. We're focusing on the negative side of something, and we need to notice the positive things that we have in our lives. Now, the crossing card is strength. So what I am getting is, for some of you, something is taking a long time. Strength represents control, and it does represent, being patient when we need to be patient. Sometimes it can represent taking that bull by the horns when we need to kind of take control of a situation. But I feel like for some of you, you're experiencing this sadness, and it's because you've been having to be patient. You've been patiently waiting for something for quite some time. Now at the foundation, I do have the Page of Swords. Now the Page of Swords can represent delayed news, but also I am getting for you guys something simply being delayed. This could have been some news or communication that's come through revolving around this situation. In regards to this situation, you could have had, some delays or simply some news come through about this situation, and that's why we have the Five of Cups here. You do need to go within and rely upon that inner strength. You do have that courage. You do have that inner strength that you need to push through this energy. Now, if something is delayed and you're waiting, just know it's just temporary energy. Things will clear up, and that could be why we have the Eight of Swords here at the bottom of the deck for some of you. This confusion and this energy will fade. Now, in the more recent past, I have the King of Wands, which could have been your energy. You being very ambitious, very fiery, very driven, passionate, and creative. The King of Wands is ready for action. He takes action, he's ready and willing, and he's ready to go for something. So this can be, for many of you, you know, your energy. You are very ready for action. You are very, very much ready for things to move forward, to take action, to get something going, but I see that you're waiting, or there's the need to be patient here. Something very much can be delayed. Now, for some of you, this can be maybe a fire sign person. That's quite significant. Maybe in regards to this situation, this can be a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries person. I am getting Leo more than anything else, because the King of Wands and also strength. Strength represents the sign of Leo. Now, what's crowning you and what you're thinking about is the Four of Swords, but the Four of Swords is you maybe thinking about healing from this situation, healing your emotions, healing from any difficulties, maybe thinking about spending some time alone, recharging your batteries, healing, recuperating after, you know, a battle perhaps for some of you. But the Four of Swords can also be an energy where things are on hold, things are at rest, things are not progressing. So you're thinking about, you're aware of maybe how something is not progressing. You have to be patient with something, and you're thinking about that. But, you know, coming up in the near future, the energy is going to change. Like I said, this is a temporary energy. It doesn't last. Because around the second week, I have the Three of Wands, which the Three of Wands is you working extremely hard. And now, because of that hard work and that effort, you're seeing something take root. You're seeing something grow. Something's expanding and growing to a new level. So this is very positive. This is that positive progression taking place. So if something has been at a standstill, this is definitely things now progressing. In the position of your power, I have the Emperor. So this can very much be you taking that bull by the horns, you taking control of a situation. The Emperor represents the authority, the boss, the person who's in control. He also represents success, abundance, being very practical, making a decision. He makes excellent decisions. So for some of you, I feel like you're simply taking control. You've waited a long time. You were fiery and passionate about something, but then perhaps you had to wait. There was some sort of delay that came in, and now that things are progressing, you know, it very well could be your opportunity to take control of a situation, or just to lead, you know, your way through this, lead others if this is involving, you know, a situation with other people. In the position of how other people around you are viewing you, I have the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is a more serious energy. So people are viewing you as being very serious, unemotional, maybe wanting to receive the truth, see the truth, cut to the truth of the matter, receive clarity. This could be you cutting through the BS, cutting to the truth of the matter. Being sharp with your communication, being extremely logical as well. So you're empowered, you're logical, you're very much in control. You're not emotional anymore, which is good, because for some of you, that's what this Five of Cups is representing in the beginning of the month. But for some of you, that's really at the end of April. Now, which is, you know, a few weeks down the road, this is more of an unemotional energy. And I feel like you're very focused. You're taking control. The majority of you Scorpios, you're taking control, and you're moving forward. Things are happening. You're leading, and this is wonderful. Now, in the hopes and fears position, I have the Hermit. So this could be you actually, for some of you, hoping for more downtime, hoping to spend some time alone. But the Hermit, for me, I also see him as maybe seeking some guidance, some counsel from someone older. This could be a lawyer. This could be, you know, someone within your family. This could just be any sort of older person. It's normally a gentleman, where you're seeking some sort of counsel. You could be hoping to talk to someone, hoping for some counsel. But some of you might be hoping or fearing, fearing maybe spending more time alone. And then others, it is a general reading, maybe you're hoping to be able to get that downtime. And for some other Scorpios, this is you hoping for enlightenment. The Hermit represents receiving that enlightenment, hoping to maybe be able to trust your intuition in regards to this situation. The Hermit's very spiritual. He's a very intuitive man. And now in the final outcome position, this is beautiful. We actually have the Empress. So this is a beautiful, wonderful, successful, fertile energy that's coming in. So we have the Emperor in the position of your power, and now I have the Empress here in the final outcome position. So for some of you, this can absolutely be, talking about a relationship, because I have the Emperor and the Empress in the same spread. This could definitely be, a marriage or a relationship, a romantic relationship. But the Empress represents that fertile energy. So towards the end of May, you're just going to be incredibly creative, passionate, coming up with maybe creative ideas or plans that you'd like to start or you'd like to do. For others, this is that very fertile energy. So if you're looking to conceive around the end of the month, would be ideal. For others, you're just going to be incredibly creative, and anything that you start, it's a great time towards the end of May to start new projects, to start new beginnings, because anything that's started at this time is going to be very rewarding, very fruitful for you. So just some amazing energy coming in. I know in the beginning of the month, there's some confusion, maybe some delays, and you needing to be strong. For some of you, it's you needing to be patient, or you've been patient, and maybe, you're going to be actually taking that bull by the horns. For some of you, you need to be positive. You need to remain positive. Maybe spend some time alone, heal, recharge your batteries. But things really start to really pick up the pace, I feel, around the second week. With the Three of Wands, things are expanding, things are taking root, things are happening. So if you felt like something was delayed or you've had to wait for something, the energy is going to shift. So this is actually very positive. I feel like overall it's going to be a great month for you. You have some amazing energies coming in. The Emperor represents success, and so does the Empress. So this is just wonderful. So some additional guidance for Scorpio. Some additional guidance for Scorpio for May 2016. What does Scorpio need to know? Please show me some additional guidance for Scorpio. Okay, this card just came sliding out. Okay, affirmations. To lift your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. Remaining positive, remaining hopeful. But those affirmations can help many of you. Telling yourself you're going to be successful. Telling yourself you're taking the bull by the horns. You're taking control of a situation and you will be successful. Okay, Scorpio, so I do hope that you found this reading helpful, and I hope you have a great month. Take care.